Ex-gang member Walid Ali has lived in Brick Lane his whole life. The former United Kingdom Boxing Union champion joins us in the studio today to talk about his career. Welcome to the show, Walid.
Thank you, Emdad Bhai. Thank you.
Your boxing career, what age did you start? When did you pick up the gloves?
I think probably age of 12. Age of 12.
What made you go into the gym?
Well, it's typical. I'm in late 80s, early 90s. Time was very different.
What do you mean by different? Was it?
Well, look, we used to go to Daintree School.
Okay.
And on the way to Daintree School, there used to be another school in Cheshire Street. And everyone used to pass through either someone will trace you. So it's one of those things, either you learn to defend yourself or you get beaten up. So
Right.
me and a friend of mine, we went to many clubs just to learn. But those days were very different. There were a lot of good coaches, but they didn't really want to train you. I remember going to a lot of gyms. What they will do, you go in, it's your first day, there's a son jumping in the ring. And they'll put one of the best fighters in the ring. And they'll make sure you get good beaten up so you don't come back. But they're very nice to you.
Right.
Son,
Okay.
come back. It's an old trick. It's an old trick.
Old trick.
It's an old
So you basically took boxing up as a form of self-defense in the early years?
Initially, when I was very young, I really admired boxers. There's something about boxers that really triggered me. And I've something I really wanted to do. Something I wanted to be a champion from that age.
Were there many young Bangladeshis like yourself?
When I
boxing?
started it, there were one or two who would go maybe once a week, once a month. There weren't any, not that I know, that went actually properly 4 times, 5 times.
Right. And this is what you did?
I mean, when I went there, we went there, I joined, initially I started kickboxing.
Yes.
Initially I started kickboxing a guy called Patrick Robert in Bethnal Green. Those days he used to charge $7.50
Per session?
per session.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money in those days, providing your family's in low income, everything. But we used to go there. But after a couple of years, I've realized I wasn't progressing.
Right.
So I done a bit of research. You're the young man, what's going on? You're not progressive. Then I went to boxing. I looked
Okay.
for many club and ended up in Repton.
Okay.
Yeah.
The famous Repton Club.
Very famous Repton club.
And how long did you spend there?
All my life, I finished my amateur career there. Initially, due to injuries, the head coach, the famous MBE, Tony Burns.
Yes, Tony Burns, legend.
He said, Ali, you're bloody useless. You know, you keep getting injured. You know what? You're so good at human people communication. Be a coach. I said, look, Tony, I'm not interested in being a coach. I don't think I have that knowledge. He said, no, you're good at it, son. He said, look, jump in the ring. Jump. He said, let me see your ped work. So I knew all the ped work. Because you're good. So you got a job on Sunday.
So he gave you a coaching job?
He's like my father. He's like my father.
Is he like Mickey from Rocky?
He's more rough than that. Okay. Inside the gym, he's rough. But outside he finds you, you'd be amazed how. I mean, I had a lot of problems with the police and everything. He's a lovely guy.
That's fascinating. So Tony Burns has been like a mentor to you in your career?
Tony Burns, when I started coaching there, he would come every Saturday, Sunday, and he'll spend 10 minutes with me. He gave me the confidence how to coach, how mind works.
Okay.
He told me how the mind works. And that helped me so much. That really, even day-to-day life, he helped me out.
Now, United Kingdom Boxing Union, in 2012, which is one of the last tournaments you fought, before you took a step back. I know you're not fully retired from boxing, but you have stopped boxing at that level. Yeah. You were champion in 2012. Yeah. How did that come about?
Well, thing is, to be honest with you, I stopped training 2009. I had my last fight in Ireland. It's an international bout, Repton versus Dockers. I went there, fought there, come back, and I thought, you know what, I'm keep getting injured. Because I've already had injury problems. Right. Coming back to the beginning, what we said. You remember when I said when you go to the gym and they would say jump in.
Yes.
This is what happened. When I first started it, I fought this guy and damaged my ears, and that keep coming back. Anyway, right. But I was training a lot of boys, and the boys were fighting for the championship. I was bashing them up in the ring. I'm thinking, hold on a second. If I could bash them up in the ring, I think I should fight. So I motivated myself and
to step back inside again.
Yeah.
And you became champion. You know, you've brought the belt into the studio here with you today.
Belt. Okay. Do you want to have a feel of it's quite heavy?
Thank you very much. It's very heavy. It's a lovely piece. And Memento, you're going to pass this on to your children?
Yeah, I mean, my son, who's 15, next to 16, is doing really well in boxing.
Okay, what's his name?
Khalid Ali.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. I understand he's been fighting as well. He's participated in a few bouts.
He's an active boxer. He does amateurs.
Are you training him?
Yes, from day one. He's been training with me. But I do send him to other clubs. I think it's that age now. I've let him go.
Right.
And he got to learn. Like today, he's going to go Hackney to Brian Onaisi and train with him. I think it's good to let them go. They got to learn their own trade.
Right, Walid, growing up, how difficult was it living in an area like Brick Lane?
Well, Brick Lane, you had a couple of problems. First, it was inner problem among the community. Then there was out problem where the borders. When I say borders, the border was Commercial Street, Whitechapel Road, Cheshire Street. That's Brick Lane. Okay, you go out from there, you used to have a problem. I'm district VMP in front of bagel shop. I'm district. It was rough time.
Did you find that training with the likes of Tony Burns at Repton kept you out of maybe more serious problems, social problems?
To be honest with you, I had my first conviction from a very young age.
Right.
I was a nasty piece of person. Age 10, I'm hanging around 14-year-old boys.
Right.
I was this size when I was 12, so I was a big guy. Okay. But when I found boxing, what made me realize that communication, when you fight, what happens in your mind, because sometimes you don't know who you are when you're young. Okay, you don't know who you are, and you search your soul in a way, because boxing is a very lonely sport. No one could help you in the ring. It's quick reaction. You've got to make a decision, and you learn. I guess boxing is one of them, and prayer was another thing that helped me when I became 19 and realized there's two things work together. If you just do boxing, you become alcoholic when you're 40. But if you have the spiritual side, my God.
See, you've had a very interesting career. You've fought as a boxer.
Yeah.
You're a trainer.
Yeah.
And now, even better, you've taken the next step up. You become a boxing promoter. But before we go on to that, you've also opened up your own gym. I mean, this is a great success story. What's your gym called?
It's called Boxing Factory.
And where are you based?
Based in Commercial Road, 126, Commercial Road, 3rd floor. It's a small gym, but we pack every day.
Right, okay. So you've got fighters coming in. There's a buzz in there?
Yeah, it's been 9 months now, and last 2-3 months, we're getting fighters from Essex, Kent. I mean, the sad thing is, the locals, we don't see many locals.
So you have people coming in from outside? That's interesting.
From outside. I have maybe local, maybe 15, 20, but most of the people, they come from outside. A lot of city clients coming in as well. They come and use the venue through the daytime from 7 o'clock onward.
Yeah.
But it's a good small place.
And it's picking up, maybe business is picking up?
It's doing very well. I'm very happy.
So that's really inspiring. I mean, for someone who's from the local community as well, it's very inspiring for up and coming and aspiring boxers as well. Just on that note, you have got an event coming up. I've been to some of your events before, Walid. They've been superbly organized. And I know I want to thank you publicly for your kindness. Well, you always invite me to go ringside at your events as well, which I hope to at the next one, if I can free up my diary. But you've got one coming up at the end of this month, early February.
Yeah, coming back to you, Emdad, for the last 4 years, I've been offering you so busy. Now,
I am.
Best thing I'll say, get your diary ready this time. I'll tell you why. Simple reason. For the last 10 years, you've probably seen me in a promotion. I'm only running around. This one, I won't be running around. It's one of the biggest and the best show that I'll be doing 10 years. The best going to fight the best. So we've got a guy who's fighting 55. It's such a good fight. And I've signed last 6 months one of the top amateurs. What's happening? What this promotion works. Before you be like semi-pro, now I'm getting top amateurs coming and phoning me saying, Al, I've heard about you. You sign me on. I want to come through, do 4 fights with you, then move on to the next stage. And it's just brilliant. It's great.
So when's this event taking place?
The event is Friday, 4th of March at the famous York Hall.
Tickets are?
I'll be honest with you, tickets are nearly gone, maybe 100 left. So tickets are £50 and £30 for standard.
We will provide some information on the interview, so watch out. And if you'd like to buy some, do get in touch with Walid.
I'll tell you what, forget buying. I'll give you a couple, 2 free for your audience.
Wonderful.
Because sold out.
We will,
it's gonna go so
take
fast.
you up on that, Walid.
Yeah, we'll give.
So looking forward to it, and it should be a tremendous night of boxing come March.
As I said, it's the best show in 10 years. So it took me many years to build this up, and we're in the stage now where the elites are fighting elites rather than novices coming from amateur background with 100 fights and coming and doing this. It's got super serious. And last year we done Super Series 2015. It was a big success, and this is it's gone even bigger.
Coming back to grassroots boxing, you've got a lad who's a boxer, aspiring boxer. I've got a son, 17-year-old, who boxes 3 times a week as well. He's training.
What's your son's name?
His name is Ismail, and he's training as well. And so, what advice do you have for youngsters who are picking up the glove and going into the gym and picking up, assigning themselves to trainers? What's the best piece of advice that you can give them?
Look, I think the key thing is when the child reach puberty, they change. Okay, they change, and they search for the soul, who they are. And it's very important that I said the prayer side is one, the spiritual side, and physically it's very important. So if they do any kind of, forget boxing, they do any kind of training, contact sport, that brings another side to it. And to be a boxer, I would say, look, focus on a study. The key I've learned from the masters, they all told me, study well, that will give you knowledge, and boxing as a secondary. Okay, you combine together and you go very far. Okay.
Last question for you. Yeah. Who was your favorite ever boxer and why? For
me, there's 3 of them. Okay. You'd be surprised what this is. You'd be saying, okay. For me, Joe Kawasaki from Wales is the best boxer ever. That's my personal view. Because the guy throws, he was undefeated, middleweight, super middleweight, lightweight. It was, he beat Roy Jones, Ben Hopkins. He's not the best boxer. He throws, you throw 1, he throws 20. His father was his coach. His father never had a fight. But that's a come back to the knowledge. What my coach told me, he said, look, it's not the coach who teaches. The boxer makes the coach. So a lot of the coaches nowadays, they will say, no, no. The boxer makes the coach. If the boxer committed, the coach committed, their team, they go very far.
Walid, it's been great talking to you.
Right.
Thank you for watching The Sports Show.